Welcome. This video delves into the fascinating and contrasting prophecies of Baba Vanga, the famed Bulgarian mystic known for her predictions about humanity's future. Among her most gripping visions are two divergent paths for the human race, a catastrophic nuclear disaster and the possibility of humanity expanding into space by the year 2100. These prophecies reflect both our darkest fears and our greatest aspirations, symbolizing the double-edged nature of technological progress. Join us as we explore the implications, challenges, and hopes contained in Baba Vanga's remarkable foresight, envisioning two possible futures for humankind. Baba Vanga, a mystic born in 1911 in Bulgaria, has captivated believers and skeptics alike with her prophecies, many of which are claimed to be eerily accurate. Born Vangelia Pandeva Dimitrova, Baba Vanga reportedly lost her sight at a young age and subsequently developed a profound gift for foresight. She became renowned in Eastern Europe for her alleged ability to predict future events, and her legacy has since gained a global audience. Among her many prophecies, two stand out: the prediction of a catastrophic nuclear disaster with potentially global consequences, and the vision of humanity expanding beyond Earth to inhabit other planets by the year 2100. These two prophecies contrast starkly. One represents humanity's worst fears of self-destruction, while the other encapsulates the optimistic potential of human ingenuity and resilience. Both predictions resonate with present-day global issues and scientific advancements, serving as a compelling basis for exploring the dangers and promises that technological progress brings. This report delves into the context, science, ethical considerations, and feasibility surrounding Baba Vanga's predictions, analyzing how humanity might either succumb to nuclear catastrophe or triumphantly expand into the cosmos. Baba Vanga, a Bulgarian mystic who allegedly predicted several significant historical events, warned of a future nuclear disaster. Her prophecy taps into a long-standing fear of nuclear catastrophe that has haunted humanity since the 20th century, when nuclear technology was first unleashed for warfare. Understanding Baba Vanga's vision requires us to look at how nuclear technology evolved, from its early use in World War II to its role in the tense years of the Cold War and the current global political landscape, which still harbors risks of nuclear escalation. The inception of nuclear weapons with the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945 revealed the devastating potential of atomic technology. For the first time, humankind witnessed the capacity of nuclear fission to cause unprecedented destruction, killing tens of thousands and rendering areas uninhabitable. This pivotal moment altered perceptions of war and weaponry, transforming nuclear technology into both a tool of power and a symbol of fear. The devastation wrought by these bombings also spurred nuclear research as a means of deterrence, leading to a rapid arms race among the world's most powerful countries. Following World War II, the United States and the Soviet Union engaged in the Cold War, a period marked by intense political and military rivalry, during which nuclear technology took center stage. Both superpowers amassed significant nuclear arsenals, and the doctrine of mutually assured destruction emerged, predicated on the notion that neither side would launch a nuclear attack if it knew it would result in its own annihilation. While MAD acted as a deterrent against direct conflict, it also meant that the world constantly teetered on the brink of nuclear disaster, where a single misstep or misunderstanding could trigger global devastation. The 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis was a stark example of how close humanity came to nuclear war, only narrowly avoiding escalation through diplomacy and back-channel communications. Baba Vanga's prophecy of a nuclear disaster could very well reflect these historical close calls, underscoring the fragile peace maintained during the Cold War. After the Cold War ended in the early 1990s, the nuclear threat did not vanish. Instead, it evolved as new geopolitical actors acquired nuclear capabilities. Countries like India and Pakistan, both of which conducted nuclear tests in the late 1990s, added complexity to the nuclear landscape, as did North Korea, which conducted its first nuclear test in 2006. The proliferation of nuclear technology among these and other states posed new risks. especially given regional conflicts and historical tensions. The world's nuclear power became less centralized, shifting from the rigid bipolar structure of the Cold War to a more diffuse and unpredictable network of nuclear-armed states. Baba Vanga's prophecy may highlight the potential dangers of this decentralized nuclear landscape, where alliances are fluid and global power dynamics are increasingly unstable. Modern nuclear fears also encompass the risk of nuclear terrorism. As nations attempt to safeguard their arsenals, the fear that non-state actors could acquire nuclear materials looms large. Terrorist organizations gaining access to radioactive materials, nuclear technology, or even a dirty bomb could create unprecedented chaos, especially in densely populated areas. With nuclear materials and knowledge becoming more accessible, particularly through illicit markets, security measures to prevent nuclear terrorism have intensified globally. However, Baba Vanga's ominous vision suggests that, despite efforts to secure nuclear arsenals, humanity may be vulnerable to a catastrophic nuclear event due to either human error or malevolent intent. Technological advancements, such as artificial intelligence and cyber capabilities, have further added to nuclear fears. Cybersecurity threats to nuclear infrastructure mean that hackers or state actors could theoretically interfere with or even hijack nuclear systems, escalating conflicts inadvertently. In this era of interconnected technology, an isolated error or malicious attack could have global repercussions. Baba Vanga's prediction reminds us that nuclear catastrophe could arise not just from deliberate acts of war, but from the fragility of modern technological systems intertwined with humanity's nuclear capabilities. Baba Vanga's prophecy resonates with the enduring anxieties surrounding nuclear technology and the destructive potential humanity has harnessed. Although significant efforts have been made to reduce nuclear stockpiles and prevent proliferation, the dangers remain as present as ever, often hiding in geopolitical tensions and technical vulnerabilities. Her vision serves as a stark reminder of the need for continued caution, diplomacy, and a commitment to reducing nuclear risks in an increasingly complex and volatile world. Nuclear weapons derive their destructive power from the release of energy through nuclear fission or fusion. This energy release creates massive explosions, fires, and, in many cases, radioactive fallout that contaminates the surrounding environment. Modern thermonuclear weapons, often orders of magnitude more powerful than the bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, could annihilate entire cities in seconds and create long-term ecological damage. In the event of a large-scale nuclear exchange, the impact would go beyond immediate destruction. Scientists predict that a nuclear conflict involving multiple detonations could lead to a nuclear winter scenario, wherein vast amounts of soot and debris would be ejected into the stratosphere, blocking sunlight and leading to drastic drops in global temperatures. This cooling effect could devastate agricultural production, potentially leading to widespread famine. The prospect of a nuclear winter highlights the far-reaching environmental impact of nuclear weapons and the fragile interdependence between technology and the natural world. Today's geopolitical landscape remains volatile, with numerous flashpoints where nuclear conflict could theoretically erupt. Tensions between nuclear-armed states, such as the United States and Russia, India and Pakistan, and the United States and North Korea, keep the risk of nuclear escalation alive. Each of these regions has seen conflicts over territory, ideology, or historical grievances that could, in a worst-case scenario, lead to a nuclear exchange. Nuclear proliferation, the spread of nuclear technology and materials to new nations or non-state actors, further complicates this landscape. Despite international efforts, including treaties like the Non-Proliferation Treaty (NPT) and the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty (CTBT), enforcing disarmament has proven difficult. Baba Vanga's prophecy serves as a warning of the potentially uncontrollable nature of nuclear technology, particularly if it falls into the hands of those willing to use it irresponsibly or maliciously. Preventing a nuclear disaster hinges on a combination of diplomatic efforts, technological safeguards, and public awareness. Key international organizations, like the United Nations (UN) and the International Atomic Energy Agency (IAEA), play a vital role in promoting nuclear safety, managing nuclear materials, and preventing the spread of nuclear weapons. The UN works through various arms control treaties, including the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons (NPT), which aims to limit nuclear arsenals, promote disarmament, and encourage the peaceful use of nuclear energy. The IAEA conducts inspections, offers technical support, and advises on best practices for nuclear facility safety, ensuring that nuclear materials are securely managed. Global initiatives, such as the Nuclear Security Summit, further bolster these efforts by bringing together world leaders to discuss ways to improve nuclear material security and reduce risks of nuclear terrorism. These summits encourage nations to enhance security standards, share intelligence, and collaborate on safeguarding nuclear facilities to prevent materials from falling into the wrong hands. Technological advancements are also crucial. Modern early warning systems and missile defense mechanisms increasingly rely on artificial intelligence and machine learning to detect threats in real time. These technologies help analyze complex data, distinguishing between false alarms and real threats, thereby improving response accuracy and speed. However, despite these advancements, Baba Vanga's prophecy serves as a solemn reminder of the inherent risks associated with nuclear technology. It underscores the necessity of continued vigilance, robust international cooperation, and an unwavering commitment to preventing nuclear escalation in a complex geopolitical landscape. Humanity's journey into space began in earnest with the space age, which emerged in the 1950s as technological innovations and Cold War rivalries propelled the United States and the Soviet Union to push the limits of exploration. The launch of the Soviet satellite Sputnik in 1957 marked the first artificial object to orbit Earth, igniting a global fascination with space and ushering in a new era. This achievement catalyzed the space race, which saw numerous milestones as both superpowers competed to establish their dominance in space. Early achievements in human spaceflight soon followed, including Yuri Gagarin's historic orbit around Earth in 1961 and the Apollo 11 moon landing in 1969, which remains one of humanity's greatest achievements in space exploration. The moon landing demonstrated the remarkable potential of human ingenuity and inspired further exploration. Following this, NASA expanded its scope with robotic missions, such as the Voyager probes in the 1970s, which ventured beyond our solar system, and later missions to Mars, where rovers like Spirit, Opportunity, and Curiosity provided invaluable insights into the planet's environment and history. One of the most collaborative achievements in space history, the International Space Station (ISS), was launched in 1998 and remains an orbiting research laboratory for astronauts from various countries, allowing continuous human presence in space. The ISS symbolizes the potential for international cooperation in space exploration, fostering research across diverse scientific fields and laying the groundwork for extended missions deeper into the solar system. In recent years, private companies such as SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic have revolutionized space travel, making it more cost-effective, accessible, and commercially viable. These companies have focused on developing reusable rocket technology, which significantly reduces the cost of each mission. SpaceX, founded by Elon Musk, has made remarkable strides in this regard, pioneering reusable rockets with the Falcon 9, which is now used extensively for satellite deployments, resupply missions to the ISS, and even launching astronauts. The rapid progress of SpaceX and other companies has spurred a new space era, where commercial interests are driving innovation and reducing the barriers to space exploration. This shift has also made space more accessible to civilians, with space tourism now a reality, as seen in Virgin Galactic's and Blue Origin's recent missions, which allow non-astronauts to experience suborbital spaceflight. Looking ahead, Mars is widely seen as the next frontier for human exploration, with organizations such as NASA and SpaceX actively developing plans for manned missions to the Red Planet. In 2021, NASA's Perseverance rover landed on Mars with a primary mission of searching for signs of ancient microbial life and gathering data on Martian geology and climate. Perseverance has already made significant discoveries, including the presence of carbon-bearing compounds, which could indicate past habitability. The data it collects will be instrumental for future manned missions, providing insight into the resources and environmental conditions humans might encounter. NASA's Artemis program, aimed at returning humans to the Moon as a stepping stone for Mars exploration, also highlights the focus on sustained lunar presence and the development of technologies needed for Mars missions. SpaceX's ambitious Starship project aims to transport large numbers of humans and cargo to Mars, advancing the vision of creating a self-sustaining Martian colony. The fully reusable Starship rocket, capable of carrying over 100 passengers, is designed for interplanetary travel and is intended to be the cornerstone of SpaceX's Mars colonization plans. By making space travel more affordable, accessible, and scalable, reusable rockets like Starship are crucial for the long-term vision of human settlement on Mars. Elon Musk has articulated a vision of humanity as a multi-planetary species, emphasizing the need to explore and inhabit other worlds for survival in the face of potential existential threats to Earth. These advances bring Baba Vanga's vision of space colonization closer to reality. As humanity progresses toward Mars and potentially other celestial bodies, we are approaching a new chapter where humans could live and work beyond Earth. The possibilities of space colonization not only offer a safeguard for humanity's future, but also expand our understanding of life and its potential beyond our planet. This journey is a testament to human resilience and the drive to explore, adapt, and survive, suggesting that the dream of living on other planets could become a reality within the coming decades. Baba Vanga's prophecy echoes the anticipation and hope of a world where humanity's destiny might include thriving on distant planets, making space exploration one of the most profound ventures of our time. Colonizing space poses significant scientific and technological challenges. Mars, the most feasible candidate for colonization, has an atmosphere composed mostly of carbon dioxide, with extremely low temperatures and high levels of radiation. Developing life support systems to provide breathable air, safe habitats, and food sources for settlers is essential. One proposed solution is terraforming, altering Mars's environment to make it more Earth-like, but this process would take centuries and may prove infeasible with current technology. In addition to environmental challenges, space colonists would face physiological risks due to prolonged exposure to microgravity and radiation. Muscular atrophy, bone density loss, and radiation-induced cancer are well-documented health issues faced by astronauts on long-duration missions. Advancements in medical science, such as protective shielding and artificial gravity systems, will be essential for ensuring the health and safety of future space settlers. The psychological and social challenges of living in isolated, confined environments for extended periods are significant. Isolation from Earth and confinement in small, artificial habitats could lead to feelings of loneliness, depression, and stress. Addressing these challenges requires careful consideration of crew composition, social interaction, and mental health support. Socially, establishing a sustainable community on Mars or another planet will require rethinking governance, resource distribution, and social norms. As humans settle in these new frontiers, they will need to develop new political and social structures that account for the unique conditions of life in space. The challenges of maintaining cohesion, managing resources, and creating a thriving community will test humanity's resilience and adaptability. The ethical implications of space colonization are profound. Some argue that humanity has a responsibility to prioritize solving Earth's environmental and social issues before venturing into space. They contend that the resources allocated to space exploration could be used to address pressing concerns like climate change, poverty, and disease. On the other hand, proponents of space colonization argue that establishing colonies beyond Earth could safeguard humanity's survival in the face of existential threats like nuclear war, pandemics, or asteroid impacts. Space exploration offers opportunities for scientific discovery, technological advancement, and economic growth. However, ethical questions remain. such as who will have access to space and how resources on other planets will be used or shared. Baba Vanga's prophecy of humanity's expansion into space by 2100 serves as both an aspiration and a reminder of the responsibilities that come with exploring and inhabiting new worlds. Baba Vanga's contrasting visions, a nuclear disaster and humanity's expansion into space, present a choice between two potential futures. One future embodies humanity's darkest fears, as unchecked technological progress and political conflicts lead to catastrophic consequences. The other future envisions a scenario where human ingenuity and resilience lead to new frontiers, transcending Earth and establishing humanity as a multi-planetary species. The prophecy of a nuclear disaster underscores the importance of diplomatic efforts, technological safeguards, and responsible governance in managing nuclear technology. As history has shown, the destructive potential of nuclear weapons demands constant vigilance and cooperation among nations to prevent catastrophic outcomes. The vision of space colonization, by contrast, reflects humanity's potential to overcome challenges and achieve remarkable feats through innovation, collaboration, and perseverance. As humanity continues to advance, the choice between these futures lies within our collective hands. Whether we face a nuclear disaster or expand into space depends on the choices we make today regarding technology, cooperation, and stewardship. Baba Vanga's prophecies serve as a reminder of the dual nature of progress, holding both the power to create and the power to destroy. Humanity must strive to harness its capabilities for peace, sustainability, and exploration, ensuring that we work toward a future in which the promise of space exploration prevails over the specter of nuclear catastrophe. Baba Vanga's predictions about the future, both the potential for a nuclear disaster and the possibility of humanity expanding into space, serve as profound reflections on the dual nature of technological advancement. These prophecies highlight the precarious balance humanity must strike between progress and responsibility. The nuclear disaster prophecy echoes the ongoing threats posed by nuclear weapons and geopolitical tensions, underscoring the urgent need for diplomatic cooperation, disarmament, and greater awareness of the destructive potential of these technologies. On the other hand, the vision of space colonization offers a hopeful view of humanity's capacity to overcome challenges, innovate, and push the boundaries of exploration. It paints a picture of a future in which humanity not only survives but thrives beyond the confines of Earth, potentially securing a better future for generations to come. As we continue to navigate an increasingly complex and interconnected world, the choices we make will determine whether we are on the path toward catastrophe or a new era of human achievement. The stakes are undeniably high, and the responsibility falls upon all of us, governments, scientists, and individuals alike, to ensure that we manage our technologies wisely, embrace cooperation, and work toward solutions that benefit both Earth and the wider universe. Baba Vanga's predictions, whether one believes in their prophetic accuracy or not, remind us of the unpredictable nature of the future and the crucial role we play in shaping it. As we face global challenges and dream of new frontiers, it is clear that our future will depend not on fate alone, but on the collective actions we take to secure a world of peace, sustainability, and exploration for the generations that will follow. Thank you for watching this video. We appreciate your time and hope you found the content informative and engaging. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing for more. Your support helps us create more valuable content. Stay tuned for upcoming videos.